Hi guys, we're still doing 7.4. We're on the last page, the problem solving page. My second cities, I want you to do 27 and 30. 27, 30. Windy cities, I'd like you to do 28 and 29. All right, so go ahead and circle those problems and then pause the video so that you can try them and then start it again when you're ready to check. All right, second cities, let's start with yours first. Okay, there's 5 equal teams in the relay race. So I know there's 5 teams, which makes me think of, let me do yours in green. 5 equal teams. And then it also tells me relay race. So that helps me know which part of this chart to look at, this frequency table chart. These are the field day events, okay? Here's the activities, and one of them is the relay race. So I know that I'm using this number 25, and I want to know what that 25 means. So I'm going to look up at the heading. It says number of students, not number of teams. Teams would be groups, not number in each team, but just number of students. So that means all together. That's the total. Okay, so 25 is my total, and there's 5 equal groups, and they want me to find how many students are on each team. And for this one, they don't just want me to draw a model, they want me to write a division equation that goes with this. So we said 25 was the total, and in division, I always start with the total. So I'm going to start with 25. I'm going to divide it by 5 groups. And let's use one of our strategies we've been doing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5 in each. You got 25 divided by 5 equals 5. Very good. Okay, now let's look at number 30. All right, for this one, it says Jorge made $24 selling water at a baseball game. He wants to know how many bottles of water he sold. Jorge used this number line to help him. Now, they didn't tell you the other clue in the word problem. Like maybe you're trying to search for a second number here and we don't see it, right? But they gave you the clue in the number line. So they started at 24, which they told you in the word problem. Now, how are they counting back? What are they subtracting each time? And if it's hard for you to figure out what they're subtracting, there's 2 strategies here. You can start at 24, count back to 21 and see how many fingers it was. Or you can start at 0 and see how do they go forward from 0. From 0 to 3, what are they counting by? 3. From 3 to 6, are they adding more 3s? Yes. Or you could have done 24, 23, 22, 21. But you had to figure out what are they counting by in this problem because the clues in the word problem didn't tell you. They're counting by 3s. Every time there's 3s. Now I also need to figure out how many times did I do that because that would be how many water bottles he sold, okay? Because each time is like how much did he sell the bottle for each time? How much did he get paid each time? $3 for this bottle, $3 for this bottle, $3 for this bottle. So the 3s are like how much the water bottles cost. But I want to know how many times did he sell a water bottle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you all knew we started with 24. That's the total. Now we figured out there's a 3 and an 8 because there's 3 in each and there's 8 total groups or jumps. But we have to make sure we put it in the right order because they ask us to find how many bottles. So which number is the bottles, the 3 or the 8? It's actually the 8 because again, 3 is each time. So that means how much does each bottle cost? So 24 jumping back 3 each time, $3 each time would give you 8 different times that you sold a bottle. So if you had 24 divided by 3 equals 8, very good. If you had it backwards, 24 divided by 8 equals 3, you need to fix it. Okay, Windy Cities, let's try yours. Probably need to see this up here. Okay, it says students doing the jump rope race. So right away, I know I'm going to be looking at jump rope race and the beanbag toss. So I'm looking at those two. Compete in teams of 3. Remember, the 3 is at the end here. So it means there's groups of 3 in each. How many more teams participate in the jump rope race than in the beanbag toss? I have another clue word here. Okay, so first let me go back up to the first. We'll stick with this one. It says how many more participate in jump rope than beanbag. So they're actually not wanting me to combine the jump rope and beanbag this time because we have the word than. Than means you're comparing them next to each other to see how much more one of them is. So remember that than means we're comparing this group on this side to this group on this side, okay? So first I have to solve those, okay? Because they're asking us to compare how many more teams. And right now I don't know the teams. I know the total students and I know how many is going to be in each team, but I have to solve for each one. Okay, so let's do beanbag. I'll put a little B so I know that's the beanbag. Their total is 18 and they're going to be in groups of 3. So I would divide 18 divided by 3 and get 6. Then I would do jump rope. Their total is 27. So I'm going to start with 27 for them. But they also are making teams of 3. So I'm still going to divide by 3. 27 divided by 3, if you use a multiplication fact, 3 times what equals 27? 3 times 9. Okay. Now the next step tells me how many more. How many more tells me I need to subtract, or this than means I subtract. Jump rope race was 9. Beanbag toss is 6. Now I need to subtract those. Okay, now I have them upside down. My small one's on the top, so I'm gonna have to rewrite it again with the big one on the top. 9 minus 6 is 3. So this was actually like a 3-step problem. So it should be 3 more teams. Okay, I'm gonna skip explaining how we know for that one because I kind of already explained it while talking. Now the next one is a good one. It says make sense of problems. Michael puts 21 sports cards into stacks of 7. The answer is 7 stacks. What's the question? So they already gave you the first 2 clues in the word problem. You don't have to come up with those clues. So he puts 21 sports cards into stacks of 3. So what would we ask if the answer is going to be 7 stacks? Well, usually with a math question, I usually start with how many, right? So I'm going to start like that. How many? And if they already gave me what the answer is supposed to be, let me look at that answer to see, well, what word did they give as their answer? Because that's probably the word I need to ask for in my question. The answer is 7 stacks. So I'm going to ask about the stacks, right? How many stacks? And now you can probably be able to finish this to match with the story. Okay, so if he's putting 21 sports cards into stacks of 3, I would say how many stacks, you could say stacks of 3, or how many stacks of cards was Michael able to make? Either any of those possibilities are good, but you want to definitely start with how many stacks. So if you did that, great job. Okay, good job continuing to come back and watching all the videos for these lessons. If you're finding that, you know, some of these division lessons, now you've got the hang of it, you've got all the strategies down, or you've mastered your multiplication facts, so you are good at your division facts, you're noticing how to quickly do the 2-step problems now. If this is kind of simple for you, I really encourage you to continue doing ConMappers because that is where you'll have more challenging lessons where you can watch videos how to do things more at your level to continue working your brain, okay, for things that are hard enough for you. If you're finding that this is you're understanding it, maybe even without any help from me, that means you're pretty good at this. Go onto ConMappers and log into your account so that you can really master all of the skills over all of the areas of math, not just number sense like division. And and you can continue to increase your level of math understanding. All right, so I'll see you again next week, and we'll continue the lessons for Chapter 7. Good job, guys. I really miss you, and I hope you're doing okay and you're having fun and figuring some fun ways out. Keep checking Google Classroom, all the different subjects, because I've been adding more things that you can go to online that are free lessons or games or suggestions, and I've been asking you guys questions of your opinions that I really would like to hear. Okay, bye guys. Have a good day.